my name is Helen. This is the Trippin channel, and in today's vlog, we're gonna be talking about a whole bunch of different stuff. So I'm gonna try my best to include some timestamps down below because I know it can be irritating if you're here for like X and you don't want to hear Y and Z the whole way through. So go ahead and check those down below. Just click that little triangle thingy and that will open up a description box and there will be timestamps. Just, you know how to use timestamps. Today we're going to be talking about Hers, which is a product for women, like a subscription style hair. And I think they do other kinds of medicine too for women. It comes in a prescription. Not available to me here in Canada, but we're going to be looking at it together for the first time. I haven't really had a very good look at it. I've had just a cursory look at it. So we'll see what that's all about and whether maybe it's worth it or not, that kind of thing. We're also going to be talking about Harry Potter. I know this is going off on a tangent, but stay for it. If you're here for Harry Potter, just go on and jump ahead to that. And then last, I'm just going to be talking a bit about some of the comments I've been getting and just how they are concerning me. But anyway, we will get there in a second. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me here. And the whole reason that I got this idea to talk about this Hers, and the website for it is forhers.com, is that someone over on Instagram sent me this, and I'm gonna put it up here on the screen, and I will just say, if you ever see something like this, never hesitate to send it to me because I love the intersection of like celebrities and hair, celebrities who talk about hair loss, or just celebrity culture and gossip at large. I've always loved that. Actually, there are a whole bunch of sort of gossipy celebrity type videos also here somewhere buried in my channel, so you can check those. Are older. Check those out if you want to have a laugh along with me. Guys, I decked myself out in jewelry for you because I never get to wear this stuff anymore. And why is that? We are still in a full-blown pandemic. Where I live in Ontario, Canada, the cases are rising, the highest they've ever been. So far. And so I'm recording this at a time when coronavirus is still running rampant and we do not have a vaccine as of yet. And so cases are up and we're been told to sort of stay at home and limit our non-essential travel and stuff like that to try and keep numbers down. My gym is closed. I've been able to be at the gym for such a long time. The grocery stores, restaurants and stuff like that are open. Restaurants are open for takeout. Anyway, listen, we're all living our own drama right now, and maybe you're watching this in the future and you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that. That was crazy. So hopefully you're doing well and fine and just here for some fun with me today, which is what we're gonna be doing. So yeah, apparently J.LO says she's been using MINOXIDIL for years. A few drops, she says, daily. Do I believe it? I don't know. Do we believe this claim, or is it just expedient for J.LO because Hers is giving her a lot of money to promote this stuff? I have no idea. She's always had really beautiful hair. She probably supplements it with extensions like 90% of the celebrities out there. She wears a lot of tight ponytails. So I will say, if you're someone who wears a lot of that pulled back ponytail look, that is a time when you will notice thin spots in your hair, even if you don't really have thin hair. Does that make sense? Like just something about the way it will pull will automatically open up spots like this that will kind of make you want them to not look so thin. So I guess in that regard, it makes sense. She definitely wears a lot of hairstyles and always have that would highlight any bare scalp. I don't know. Let's just say that we believe her though. Okay, so that leads us to, what is this stuff? What is hers.com? Well, there's something called hims.com, and I think that that's where this all started from. And also hims is just so grammatically weird and incorrect, but whatever, I guess we can live with that. I made a video about keeps.com. Not keeps.com, but Keeps, a product which is a subscription service where I think they will, as I'm recalling now, they sell finasteride and MINOXIDIL bundled together, and you can get a prescription really easily from one of their doctors. And if you are curious at all about that, go ahead and watch it. They only sell to men as of this taping right now. But yeah, I did a whole really long and in-depth review about what that is, about the different price structures and stuff like that. So if you're all curious, I've got that on my channel. Hers though is marketed for women. I'm just gonna pull up their website now. Let's have a look together. I'll show you what I'm seeing. So, I mean, you can always pause and go ahead and look at their website if you want to, but just stay on with me here and I'll show you what I'm seeing. Okay, and here we go. So this product is not available to me because I am in Canada. They are a US only company, and it is basically a subscription box where you can sign up for, like, it says primary care, skin, hair, sex, mental health, COVID-19. Oh, apparently they have tests and supplements. So let's go ahead and have a look at the hair stuff and see what we can find. I'm already seeing women's MINOXIDIL at 2%. So I don't have these products to try, obviously. We're just gonna have like kind of a cursory look. I may try and lay my hands on them and get them to try for you guys, because wouldn't that be cool? But I'm having a bit of an issue about how I would get this over the border, because our borders, it's not easy to get minoxidil over the border. In fact, I don't think I can. I might have more luck with the shampoo or conditioner, or maybe not at all. I don't know. I'll see if I can figure it out though. So one way to find out is just to stay tuned to this channel. If I do try it out, I'll show it to you guys. Okay, so for $44, it says here, try today, $44. I don't know if that's the forever price or the trial price. You get a 2-ounce bottle of minoxidil at 2%, which I think is a standard size. You get shampoo, you get this conditioner, and you get this multivitamin, which I guess is biotin gummies. But if it's biotin gummies, why does it say multivitamin? That's kind of strange. So I'm gonna do a thing, which is I am going to contact them, and I will see how much biotin is in this. You can't just say biotin gummies and not say what, like how much biotin is in here. Let's see if we can look. Okay, I've been looking on the site for a little while now and I'm not seeing anything about the amount. I don't see any labels for the gummies, which is kind of strange, right? Let's see if I can dig a little bit more. Biotin gummies. So here we are, it just says vitamin B12, B6, D, and folic acid, but what are the amounts? It's not much good to me. Oh, C-full ingredients, okay, let's look. Glucose syrup, beet sugar water, grass-fed beef gelatin. Okay, so this is not suitable if you're strict vegetarian or if you're vegan. So these are not vegan friendly. Natural flavor, citric acid, color from spirulina and curcumin, pectin, derived from fruits, lactic acid. But we don't know, it doesn't show here any kind of labeling. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna write to them and see if we can find out how much biotin is in this, because I think that would be important to know, and hopefully they can tell me how much vitamin D and other stuff is in there as well. That's a bit vague. I would not buy these without knowing what's in them, first of all. So for me, not too sure. Okay, let's look at what else they are offering. Let's move on to the minoxidil, because you know I'm gonna have some feelings about that, right? Let's look at minoxidil. Minoxidil 2%, women's topical minoxidil solution. You can buy just this for one time for $15. That's a 1 month. As you can see here, this is a 1 month supply, I believe is what they're saying. See full ingredients. Minoxidil, alcohol, it's got propylene glycol in it, which some people are allergic to. Not everybody, it's apparently pretty rare, but just keep in mind. Purified water. And they all have PG, like all the liquid formulations have propylene glycol PG. I'm not trying to scare you off, I'm just saying one of the things I've noticed is sometimes people complain about that irritating their scalp and or having like more severe allergic reactions. But again, I'm not a doctor, talk to your doctor if you're concerned about that. Okay, I personally have never used 2%. People ask me about 2%, and my only answer to that is I went straight ahead to the extra strength Rogaine, which is approved for women to use at the 5% formulation. I've never messed around with 2%. I just wanted to go straight to the extra strength. That was, I believe, it's been so long now, but that was just, I was told I could use that, so I did. Does that mean the 2% doesn't work? No, but the thing to keep in mind with the 2% is you have to apply it twice a day, and if you use 5%, you only have to apply it once per day. For women, it's different for men. Men apply 5% 2 times a day, so that's just something to know. The price really is nothing special, so I'm gonna go over to Target and see what they have. Right, so the thing about Target is you can get all of this for, you can get actually a 3-month supply for under $19. So as you can see, if you just want to shop Target instead, that's going to be much less expensive. But I guess what they're selling you here is just really lovely packaging, to be honest, and just like ease, right? That's what they're selling you. It just comes in, everything's in a box. You don't have to think about it. It just shows up. You know, you can subscribe. You can get it shipped every 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, according to this. How much does it cost then, I wonder? Let's see. Right. Okay, so it's just $15 with a $5 processing fee. Okay, let's look and see what else they have. So that's that. I mean, whether it's good compared to brand name Rogaine, I'm sure it's fine. I trust generics. I use Target's generic. I don't shop the women's stuff though. As you guys may or may not know, I'm gonna tell you now, I only buy men's Rogaine, men's generic. The actual ingredients, and they make no attempt to hide this, are exactly the same in the women's formulation and the men's formulation, but the men's formulation costs less money. They are ingredient-wise identical. I've made an entire video about this, but I welcome you to check it out yourself. Go on Rogain's website if you wish to fact check this. They don't exactly hide this piece of information. It's just the amount of, like, how many times you use it. The frequency of use is different for men versus women. Okay, so let's go back and let's have a look at the shampoo and the conditioner. I wish I had these to try. Wouldn't that make this, like, really cool? What else did I want to say? Yeah, so we don't know how much biotin is in the gummies, so it would be good to know. I think they really should put that on the site. 2% minoxidil is a choice for some women. Some dermatologists recommend it. Some recommend 5%. I went straight into the 5 and I never regretted it for a single day. It has worked wonderfully well for me. Okay, so you guys know how I feel about shampoo, right? This is why it's fun to make a vlog, so I can sort of speak more openly about this stuff. I don't believe that shampoo, in my experience, has done anything for hair loss. I have never heard, or rather from the research I've done from physicians, it doesn't do much. You can't buy shampoo and it's not a magic cure for hair loss. If it did, imagine that. We would all just use shampoo. There would be no hair loss transplant surgery. There would be no need for minoxidil. There would be no need for any of the laser products that are out there and the tons and tons of stuff they market. You know, shampoo is not the be all and end all, and really, bottom line, does not do much for hair loss. I think that they market these shampoo and conditioner as DHT blocking, and I guess that's fine, but the thing to remember is that, you know, what it says here is formulated to wash away excess sebum. Too much of this oil on your scalp can shrink hair follicles and lead to hair loss and excess shedding. This shampoo can help you cleanse your scalp to keep your hair appear thicker and healthier. So, right, the claims are not very big here in terms of preventing hair loss. You know what else works to wash away excess sebum? Just shampoo, just like regular shampoo, and more frequent hair washing. And those are two things I always talk about here. You know, just wash your hair more frequently. Start with that. If you're worried about excess sebum with DHT in it building up on your scalp, the easy thing to do is just wash it off with shampoo. It doesn't need to be any kind of so-called magical formulation. Interesting stuff. I don't know. I would love to try the shampoo and conditioner. I'm going to try my best to try and get my hands on it. And if I do, I will definitely be making a review here. So make sure that you like and subscribe. And now while we're on this topic of liking, subscribing, another way you could help me just take this one small step further, if you want to, is just to buy me something called a virtual latte. And that is like, kick me $5 over on PayPal. You can just do it with a credit card. You don't need an account or anything like that. And it's just like a one-time thing. If you want to, that goes into my product fund, so I can buy things like this Hers shampoo and conditioner and some other hair loss related products, so that you don't have to buy them if you don't want to and you want to see what I have to say about them first. It really helps not only me, but the other women that watch this channel. And if you can't do that, that's cool too. Just like maybe throw me a like or consider subscribing. Those are completely free ways that you can help to support this channel. Okay, so yes, would love to try them, have not. Don't really, I love the packaging. It's very minimal. We love a minimal packaging, but I'm not sure that this is gonna do much. I'm not sure it's gonna be worth it. Maybe it's great if you're like a busy person and you're really forgetful to like buy minoxidil and stuff like that. You just want it mailed to you, or maybe you just love getting things in the mail. I don't know. I don't judge. I'm just saying you can definitely get minoxidil for less. I don't know anything about whether the shampoo is effective or not because I have not tried it, but I thought we would just have a look at this together. So that's all I got to say about that. And I do want to say one last thing about J.LO here, which is, do you know Mariah? This is like, we're really deep into vlog territory now, but do you remember when Mariah Carey, who by the way just released her own memoir, do you remember when she said about J.LO, I don't know her? That was so awesome. But I mean, I think looking back now, Mariah Carey has, and I love Mariah Carey. She's just so nostalgic for me. And I love J.LO too. I think that J.LO is like goals. Like she keeps it tight. She's like in her 50s now and she looks better than ever. She's amazing. But what I think when Mariah Carey said she didn't know her, meaning Jennifer Lopez, I think people took that to mean like massively shady, she's never heard of her, but that's not what Mariah Carey meant. She just meant like, I don't know her personally, but it turns out they have old beef with each other, or rather Mariah does, because Mariah, I think, had I haven't read the memoir yet, but this snippet has come out that Mariah had a song that she was gonna release and then they gave the sample to J.LO and J.LO released the song and that came out before Mariah Carey's. So I think that maybe she has not liked her since then. I could be getting this completely wrong, but that is the beauty and fun of celebrity gossip. It doesn't entirely have to be 100% true, but it is fun to think about in a strange way. It's so petty and delicious in a way, isn't it? Okay, so on next to Harry Potter. So I have a son and he is doing homeschooling this year. And together we are starting to read this Harry Potter's, the very first one, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This is something that I've never read. This is something that he's not really been that interested. We've had this beautiful book for a few years now and he just never really picked it up, and I kind of never really pushed him too much. He's not the most avid reader of this kind of stuff, but we're starting to read it together. I thought that might be a way to get through it, and we're kind of enjoying it. We are a few chapters in now. I will show you. This is such a beautifully illustrated book. We are at the part where he's going shopping to go to boarding school, Hogwarts, and I know that there's been some, I guess, controversy about J.K. Rowling lately, and maybe some feelings about the whole Harry Potter-ness of it all, but I still think that this is just such an important part of really culture, pop culture these days. I want both of us to read it together. So this is my question for you guys, for all you Harry Potterites out there. I need your opinion, so please drop this down in the comments because I want to know what we should do together. So Killian and I are like reading through this together, and it's just like really nice, a really nice time for us to relax together and get through this. So we are, as I say, a few chapters in, and I want to know, should we read the whole book together and then watch the movie? Should we go to halfway through the book and then watch halfway through the first movie? Like, what should we do here? Should we just watch up to the point that we are in the book right now? Like, that's another option as well, because I feel like it would be kind of fun, and maybe I'm wrong, but for him to sort of follow along with the movie at the same time. I'm not sure that's a good idea. I've never done that before. Usually I'm pretty much a stickler to like read through the whole book and then watch the movie kind of thing. And I know some parents make their kids read through all the books before they'll let them watch the movies, but I'm not sure that's gonna necessarily work for his kind of learning style and keeping his attention. I don't know. I really don't know if I should do that. What do you guys think I should do? Should we just watch a bit of the movie so far, or should we just force our way through it and then watch the movie? I really need to know your opinions because I really don't know what to do now. So go ahead and drop them down below in the comment boxes, and that's really going to confuse people when they come on this and they see all kinds of Harry Potter comments on something that's supposed to be about hers products, but this is a vlog, like I said. So there's that. We've been enjoying it so far, pretty good. One kind of interesting thing I find about it though is a very old-fashioned sort of view of England, and it feels very, it almost feels like a very homogenous sort of pre-multicultural version of England that maybe I'm wrong about, and maybe the movies will pleasantly surprise me, or maybe this book will pleasantly surprise me. Like, I understand it's about an alternate world also of like wizards and stuff like that, but I don't know if there are any people of color represented in this book. I don't know. I'm not even gonna go down that path right now. I'm just trying to enjoy it for what it is. I'm just curious. It just it feels very retro to me, I guess is what I'm trying to say in a certain sense. That is all. Don't hate me in the comments for it. Anyhow, speaking of comments, that's the last thing I wanted to talk about today. And oh my goodness, as I'm taping this, this is not gonna come out for a while because I'm actually pretty far ahead with my video recording and stuff like that, making lots of great content. Made a Nizoral review that's hopefully doing well as this vlog comes out. That is one of my more recent videos. I suspect it will because it's one of these shampoos everybody wants to know about. I don't know what's wrong with people though. I have a pretty small channel and I am getting so many rude comments. They are so rude. You talk too much. You're this, you're that. Your reviews are no good because you only tried this shampoo for a week. And it's like, I'm pretty sure I said that. In fact, I did say that on the thumbnail that I tried it for a week. So if I'm telling you I've tried it for a week and you come on my review and you don't like it because I only tried it for a week, curious what you were expecting. And also, if you don't like my video, there's this amazing function on YouTube where you can find another video instead by using the search tool, or probably the algorithm has served one up right next to my video. Go ahead and click on one of those and don't watch mine. And don't leave me a nasty comment because I will either delete it or I'll clap back at you depending on my mood on the day. But I'm just kind of getting fed up with people's nasty attitudes. Like, this content is free. You get this for free. Most of the ads that are served here are skippable. I made content for 2 years, not getting a single penny, only now just getting barely enough to pay for the equipment and still not quite enough to pay for all the shampoos and other products I want to test for everybody, and you're gonna leave me a negative comment. Like, just move along. And I know everyone's like, delete it, don't let it get to you, and yes, there's wisdom in that, but on the other hand, imagine if you were watching Netflix, or imagine if you went to the movies and you had to see this. Just like a scroll of negative comments on the bottom. Like, would that not take away from your time? Like, what is wrong with YouTube that they're allowing us to have to police every last little thing that is said here. And it's not that I don't want to get any criticism. I'm open to criticism. If you think that I'm too talkative and stuff like that, that's fine. There's ways to say it that aren't rude. But there's just this complete free-for-all, and it just makes for a bad experience. It's bad energy, and I just wish that there was some other way. You know, I would like to see the day. I feel like perhaps they will eventually move to some sort of system where they've stopped allowing comments on kids' channels for predatory behavior, and also just people just being awful on there. And so are they going to do that to these as well? And on one hand, I kind of wish that they would, because if I turn off comments, which is a possibility, I could turn off the comments for this video, but if I did that, then YouTube will punish me in the algorithm. They will not show this video to as many people, and not as many people will see it, and that hurts me ultimately as a creator, because less people see it, less ads get served, less revenue, and the revenue I already make is tiny. So I would be the one who gets penalized, right, if I don't have comments. But I do like engaging, and I do like hearing from people. You know, one place that people tend to keep things a bit more positive, I find, is on Instagram. And I don't exactly know why. Maybe that's just the vibe on Instagram. It's a little bit gentler. Another place where people are really nasty is TikTok. Almost every creator I've seen on TikTok has made something saying like, why are you leveling so much hate on me? I'm gonna take a break because of the hate that's being heaped on me. I'm trying so hard. People crying, people like, these people are trying to like make fun videos. Like, it's TikTok, it's not that serious, right? Like, relax yourselves. So anyhow, I've just got this big thing against sort of this terrible anonymous commenting situation. I think has just gone too far. You know, it's just too much. And that's the way I feel about it. And honestly, if you ever see my comments turned off, you'll see why. Like, I do not want to wake up and dread looking at my comments every day, because there's nasty ones heaped in there. They can be abusive. They can be downright rude. You know, the ones that are just critical, I tend to leave those up. You can find those here. You know, sometimes I'll respond. A lot of times I have to delete them. People swear at me. I've been called swear words on, for what? Like, it's so stupid. So anyhow, I'm not about that. I am open to suggestions if you guys have some. I know that one thing you can do is just nominate someone to look at all your comments for you, but you know, with the bad comments sometimes come the good ones, which is like people tell me shampoos they're interested in. People tell me that they tried a shampoo that I tried and they really loved it, or maybe I should have done this with that. And I love hearing, like, that's great. That's all constructive stuff I need and want to hear. But there's just dark element and dark energy and undercurrent, and it's particularly bad right now. I don't know if it's like just, you know, we're in pre-election times right now in the US, and I know that people are very stressed. It's like people are cooped up. They're dealing with like coronavirus. Like, I think the world has gotten to people, but the way to deal with that is not by taking it out on innocent YouTubers or making literally hair videos. And I'm just a small creator. What are people who with much bigger channels going through? What are teenagers or people who are 18, 19, 20, what are they dealing with? Probably they're getting things 40 times as awful and rude as what I'm getting. It's just, it's not right. All I'm saying is it's not right, and we need to find a solution. And if we find a good one, I will be here for it. I will cheer that on. In the meantime, though, you know, my comments right now are still open. You know, if they're not, that's probably because I just got heaped on a whole bunch of abuse. So hopefully you are able to leave me a comment down below. If not, just email me. You know, my email address is here. Over on Instagram, you can leave me a message. You can just comment on one of my posts. I'll definitely see that. And yeah, that was all I wanted to say in this video. That sums it all up. That really was a huge variety of topics. All right, everybody, I'll just stop. I'm blabbering now. I'll just stop. We will see you soon. Thanks for watching.